Precious one, welcome to this family. Your life's just begun. Tender, soft, and sweet, gentle as the whisper. Your tiny hands and feet, we love you. Anywhere you go, we'll be there beside you, and God's love will guide you from above. Beautiful Natalie, darling girl, welcome to your and to the world, angels gather near, just to see you smile. They whisper in your ear, we love you.
May she who enters be blessed in the name of God. With these words of greeting, we begin the celebration, bestowing the Hebrew name of the daughter at Rochelle. And with this ceremony, we formally welcome their daughter into Claudia Israel, the community of Israel, the Jewish people. Just as the bris or Brit Milah recognizes and emphasizes the covenant between God and the Jewish people and the newborn boys, so the Simchat Bat solemnizes the covenant made between God and Israel's daughters. In joining in this ritual, the Wisner family dedicates itself to the task of raising their daughter as a responsible Jew, willing and able to uphold the covenant made between Kadosh Baruch Hu, the Holy One, praise be He, and Abraham, the very first Jew. We're going to begin this service with a very special prayer that is recited by Jewish mothers upon the birth of each child.
Blessed are you, Lord our God, King of the universe, who grants benefits to all his creation and has dealt kindly with me.
Amen. Yishmalei Tolto, Yimalei Tol Sela. May God, who has been gracious to you, shall be gracious to you, your family, friends, and all your loved ones, and especially to your daughter, Natalie, Alyse. And because the baby naming is taking place here on a Sunday and not on our Shabbos morning service, it gives Matt the opportunity to actually name his daughter here in our sanctuary, and this will be followed by Chazan's consecration of the Hebrew name.
Rachel and Leah, Miriam the prophetess, Deborah the judge, Abigail and Queen Esther. Bless also our beloved daughter, Natalie Alyse, who shall be called in Hebrew, Eliana Vered Bat Shimon Berachim. May God cause her to grow up in health, peace, and tranquility. May she bring to us, her parents, the merit of seeing her know joyous love through marriage, to see her blessed with children rich in honor, and to see her someday blessed with a old age. May this be the will of my Creator, and let us say, Amen.
Amen. Abraham, Isaac, Yaakov, Sarah, Rivka, Rachel, Leah,
Mazel tov.
You can do better than that. Then
Mazel tov. Mazel tov.
So I just want to thank everyone for coming to the baby naming of Natalie Alyse Wismer, a.k.a. Natty Ice, a.k.a. Nat Dog, a.k.a. Natashenka, a.k.a. Shortski, which in Russian means cheeks. I thought it would be fitting to start out with a joke, because Natalie is named for a comedian in my Zadie, Nathan Herskowitz. Every time we would visit Mama and Zadie, there would be several jokes, riddles, and stories, some of which true, some of which imagination. Zadie used to say that he was 6'6" when he started in Europe, but walked it off on his way to America and then ended up at his 5'7" height. Beyond all the jokes, however, was a man of courage, perseverance, and enthusiasm, and most of all, confidence. These are some of the many traits that we hope Natalie emulates in the future. A Holocaust survivor and veteran of the Israeli War for Independence, Zadie came to America with no English language, no education, 2 children, and 1 on the way. This did not deter him, however. He read the want ads and decided he wanted to become a chef. He pretended to be a world-famous Hungarian chef. However, at one of his jobs working in the kitchen, he was asked to get lettuce. He didn't know what that was, so instead he went to the office and got letters instead. Nonetheless, Zadie was determined to learn how to be a great chef, and it happened. From those humble beginnings, he went on to become the co-owner of the Village Delicatessen, where he grew a huge following of loyal customers. One day, one customer remarked that the potato latkes looked delicious, but they must be very fattening. Zadie responded, "No, they're made from skinny potatoes." The customer said, "Okay, in that case, give me a dozen." There are so many highlights to Zadie's life that I could literally stand here for a week straight talking about them. But above everything else, Zadie was a family man. He absolutely loved spending time with his grandchildren, and in more recent years, great-grandchildren. From making jumping mice out of a handkerchief when I was a little kid, to trying to buy Rochelle for me with JP Morgan stock, Zadie will be remembered for his larger-than-life personality. I know he's smiling down on us right now, knowing that his spirit will live through Natalie. Thank you to our parents for helping put this special occasion together. And thank you, everybody, for sharing this special occasion with us.
Natalie's middle name is Alyse, which is in honor of my father, Arnold. My father was an amazing dad, husband, brother, and friend who touched so many lives. While I was only 13 when my father passed away, I feel so fortunate to still have vivid memories of our time spent together and of his many wonderful qualities that I have hoped to embody growing up, and that I hope to instill in our daughter. And of the many qualities he possessed, I'll talk about his personality, passion, and perseverance. Personality. My dad was a very loving, supportive, and understanding father. I remember a time, I was probably 7 or 8 years old, and I wanted to go bra shopping. I definitely did not need a bra yet. And while my mom laughed and called my idea silly, my dad happily took me to Bradley's with the serious intention of getting me a bra. To him, it was a very serious matter, and he wanted to make me happy. My dad was energetic and had a great sense of humor. I remember when my brother to his friends at school at 5 cents apiece in the first grade. And instead of punishing him after being called to the principal's office, my dad was very impressed and delighted that his son was learning to become a great businessman. He was so generous, not only with my brother and I, but with all of his friends and family offering to help in any way possible. Passions. My dad loved spending time with his family. He loved teaching my brother and I new things, such as tennis, chess, or piano. It was important for him to give my brother and I a Jewish education, an education that he never received growing up in a part of Russia that was anti-Semitic. Most of all, he was passionate about raising appreciative, respectful children and building a close family, a value that I take with me everywhere I go, and which is especially meaningful to me as we have become parents. Perseverance. My dad was a very smart, creative, and hardworking entrepreneur. He always worked hard in any endeavor to support his family and to make sure we had the best life possible. The year before he got sick, he was determined to build our dream home, which he did so beautifully. Each and every detail was so important to him, and being at home is a constant reminder of his hard work, determination, and love for our family. Although my bar mitzvah was the last happy memory together, I know he is always with me. I truly believe that he's happily looking down on his granddaughter during this special time in her life, and I know he will continue to watch over her. I hope to emulate my father's qualities to be the kind of parent he was to me, teaching Natalie all of the values that were so important to him and that made him the amazing person he was. Natalie's Hebrew name is Eliana Barrett. Eliana is in honor of my paternal grandfather, Emmanuel, or as we call him, Yitzhak. Yitzhak was a caring, smart, patient, and generous grandfather. As my grandparents, Anya and Yitzhak, lived next door to us, I was fortunate to spend many hours bonding with them. Yitzhak always shared words of wisdom, worked on school projects, and built model ships with me. When my father passed away, Abe continued to teach me important everyday life lessons, like learning how to drive. Not only was he a wonderful grandfather, but he was also a man to admire for his determination to give his family the best life possible. He did everything in his power to emigrate from Russia to America, to give his wife and boys new opportunities, provided for his family, was a loving husband and a great father. Yitzhak had a passion for life, put his heart and soul into everything he did, and lived life to the fullest. Our wish is that Natalie shares the same enthusiasm for life that he had. Vera is in honor of my stepfather's father, Dylan. I knew him as the creative, smart, and sweet man who was into poetry, theater, and making movies. My stepfather, Dima, always expressed the close relationship that he and his brother shared with Dylan, and the loving, dedicated grandfather that he was to his 3 grandchildren, Tony, Jean, and Daniel. Each of these important people in our lives had unique characteristics, but we know all 4 would love Natalie and are here in spirit sharing this occasion with all of us. As Natalie has entered into a covenant with Hashem, we hope that she grows into a beautiful, smart girl with a love of Judaism and family.
May God give you the blessings of Sarah, Rebecca, Rachel, and Leah. May the Lord bless you and guard you. May the Lord show you favor and be gracious to you. May the Lord show you kindness and grant you peace.
And now, as way of instruction to her newborn daughter, go on the light on her head, this baby's sleeping so beautifully. These Shabbos candles, or Rochelle will light these candles and serve as an inspiration so that Eliana Barrett follows through in the sacred tradition each and every Shabbos as well.
May this cup of wine symbolize the sweet life that we will be granted our daughter in the years ahead. May her cup overflow with gladness and cheer all the days of her life. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam borei pri hagan.
Amen.
Eloheinu melech haolam, she'ehiyanu v'hiyanu l'zman hazeh.
Blessed are you, Lord our God, ruler of the universe, who has granted us life, sustained us, and enabled us to witness this happy occasion. May we share countless symptoms together in the years to come, and together we say,
Amen.
Mazel tov. Mazel tov.
waiting for us in the other room.
Judy, mazel tov. Beautiful. Very, very nice. Well, beautiful.